Seattle Gas Works Park. This house originated way back in the early days of Seattle, back in 1880. Back when Seattle testified to service. Turn it into coal gas. Coal gas is then piped 4 miles south of Pioneer Square, and that would light the gas street stove. Now, this is a very messy, smelling process. One of the this whole area smelled like rotten eggs around here. In 1880, who cared? Queen Anne and Capitol Hill were quite suburbs. There's folks up in the north of Wallingford who didn't have any doors or windows and opened with a shower. In the 40s, World War II, she converted to petroleum and made gasoline and kerosene. But others were so badly damaged, they just crunched them up and buried them. That's what created that big hill to the left of the towers. So that turned out to be one of the happy accidents in Seattle. We got about 5,000 people over here on the hill watching the fireworks of the 4th of July. As a matter of fact, it's so popular to see those people up on top of the hill right now. They're actually camping out. They're making out a spot for the next 4th. Alright, that's not true. Don't believe that one. This is true. In 1979, the Forest Department went through and plants some grass. Figured they better fertilize first, though. They had this new sewage mulch fertilizer they were experimenting with. They sprayed it on the hill. When they came back a few months later to inspect, they found the whole hill had sprouted with tomatoes. Apparently, tomato seeds don't fall chop very well. I didn't know that, but I figured it could have been worse. Could have been pumpkins or zucchinis. Now, you folks are all new to Seattle, so I got to tell you something about Seattle people and zucchinis. Everybody in town has a pea patch. They all seem to plant zucchinis. Around the end of September when they harvest these things, they're pretty big, maybe 3 feet long. Nobody knows what to do with them. So you got to remember to keep your car doors locked and your windows rolled up. Otherwise, your neighbors will pack your car with zucchinis. Favorite Seattle sport. That's true.
A little parasailing action over here in
right here, there's a large cement dock that extends out about 300 feet from the shore there. There's some big boats tied up to it. What we're going to be talking about here is not the boats, it's the dock. It's not really a dock. It's a piece of our original I-90, Interstate 90 floating bridge. As a matter of fact, it's a piece that used to be attached to Mercer Island. Now, if we were around town around 18 years ago, we sank the darn thing, the I-90 bridge. They said it sank because of a storm, but that's not true. This bridge was built in the 1940s. It was an engineering marvel, and it lived through decades of storms. Here's what happened. They had a road crew on board. They were busy ripping up the old road surface with a water jet. The EPA told them they couldn't allow this slurry of water and cement to go into the lake, so they were pumping this stuff into a barge alongside. When the barge got full before the job was done, the road crew decided to keep working. They started pumping water and cement into the holding tanks, the flotation tanks of the floating bridge. They did this for 2 weeks. 3 big sections like this out in the middle shook and shuddered and went down like a rocket. This piece was torn loose from Mercer Island and blew over the left shore of the caption. The whole thing cost us $110 million to figure out you can't fill a floating bridge with water and expect it to keep floating. And that's the truth, and nobody went to jail. As somebody said.